Hi everyone, welcome to your Palms YouTube channel. The quadrangle signs. In this video, the main signs related to the quadrangle are presented and discussed. The quadrangle is the area located between the heart line and the head line, extending from the end of the Jupiter finger to the end of the Apollo finger. The quadrangle reflects the self-expression capabilities of the person, whether the person is open or narrow-minded, and whether the person is introverted or extroverted. The quadrangle is a strong indicator for a person's capabilities in creating social relationships. The absence of minor signs inside the quadrangle indicates that the person possesses a strong, clear mind and stable emotions. The presence of several minor signs inside the quadrangle indicates instability in the character, a sensitive nature, moodiness, and tendency to excessively worry. Sign number 1. Wide quadrangle. A wide quadrangle indicates that the person is open-minded, respects other person's opinions and beliefs, and that the person is mentally well-balanced. Such a person is fair, ready to help, reliable and possesses the ability to see the whole picture. The wide quadrangle also implies that the person is at ease expressing personal thoughts and feelings. A person, having this sign, would be well connected socially and would have many friends. Sign number 2. Very wide quadrangle. A very wide quadrangle indicates mental instability. The person, having this sign, would be careless about the opinions of others, and would not follow common social traditions. In this case, the person feels very independent, and free to do whatever comes to the mind. Such a person would not have self-control, is completely reckless, and jumps to action without thinking. Sign number 3. Narrow quadrangle. The narrow quadrangle reflects a narrow-minded person, who would not be able to properly blend in society, and who would dislike people. In this case, the person would also be fearful, suspicious, hesitant, self-centered and bad-tempered. Such a person could be a fanatic, especially when it comes to religion. A person, having this sign, would be expected not to have friends, or to have only very few friends. This is mainly because the person does not express personal feelings and thoughts, and prefers the solitude. The negative impacts of the narrow quadrangle, with respect to being emotionally shy, are intensified if the girdle of Venus is also imprinted on the palm. Sign number 4. Very narrow quadrangle. In this case, the quadrangle is very narrow, implying that the person is very selfish, very suspicious, deceitful and very introverted. The narrow quadrangle reflects a narrow-minded person, who would not be able to properly blend in society, and who would dislike people. A person, having a very narrow quadrangle, would not be expected to have social relationships or friends. Such persons, would consider their personal interests, as the first and foremost priority, and would do anything, for their own beneficial gains. Sign number 5. Quadrangle is narrow below Mount Saturn and wide below Mount Apollo. In this case, the person would have emotional difficulties in self-expression from childhood up to the age of 30 years. During this period in life, the person would be shy, discreet, suspicious, self-centered, and would not care much about personal reputation and social status. After the age of 30 years, the person becomes more open-minded, more sociable and more expressive. Such a sign is commonly found on the palms. It reflects maturity and emotional growth with age. Sign number 6. Quadrangle is wide below Mount Saturn and narrow below Mount Apollo. When the quadrangle is wide below Mount Saturn and narrow below Mount Apollo, it normally refers to a life-changing event that transformed the person. While being open-minded and friendly from childhood until the age of 30 years, the person becomes narrow-minded and solitary after the age of 30 years. A person, having this sign, would have suffered a serious disappointment, that caused the person to become solitary and introverted. Such a sign is not commonly found. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to this channel to be notified promptly of new posts. Your opinion matters. Please feel free to add your comments. Goodbye for now.